Very good evening to everyone. Welcome to the class. Happy evening to all. Very good, nice. Yeah, good evening to everyone. Before starting the session, once again, good evening to all people. I'm very happy to share this information with you all people. So today we entered with the day 5 content, but before starting the session, just please try to give the answers for the yesterday's question what I have asked. I asked about what is transformer and as well as autoencoder difference, and if it possible layers or architecture of the transformer. Please try to give the answer for it. Very good evening to all. Please try to give the answer about the question. I'm trying to repeat the question again. So yesterday I asked a question about what is difference between the transformer and autoencoder. Please check with the voice and please try to give the answer in chat box. Yeah, good evening all, good evening, very nice, good evening to all people. Yeah, Supriya Reddy. Autoencoders are all about unsupervised learnings and mainly used for the dimensionality reduction to the features. Yeah, okay, fine. Good. Very good, nice. Thanks for your answer, Supriya. Narayan Murthy. Transformer depends in data using mechanisms autoencoder learn to reconstruct the input data. Okay. Next one, Vaishnavi. Autoencoder is a type of neural network on supervised learning, mainly compressed and reconstruct the data. Very good, nice, Vaishnavi garu. Yeah, again she is giving answer Vaishnavi. Transformer is a deep learning architecture. Yeah, fine, very good, nice. So Priya Reddy. Yeah, fine, yeah, very good, nice. Yeah, try to give the answers. Good evening. Mohammed sir, yeah. So transformers focus on the generating of input sequences. Okay. Autoencoder is used to compress the transformer and used for the sequential data. Okay, fine, good. Yeah, sounds good from all people. Narayan Murthy. Yeah, okay, fine. So I'm getting the answers from you people. That's very nice to listen. Vaishnavi, yeah, good, nice. And Sri Balaji, Transformer stepped. uh, I'm not asking about hardware setup transformers. So that will be about the transformer. I will show you in a Chrome. Auto encoder dimensional reduction possible, ma'am. Yes, possible. Encoder focus on reconstructing data, not generating like a transformer. Okay. Here, autoencoder performs on the data compression dimensional reductions. Yeah, good, fine. Yeah, very good evening to everyone once again. So before starting the session, today what we have discussed about the particular transformers and as well as like autoencoders, I will tell you. So both are related to the neural network architecture only, but it not exactly that, but both are related to the neural network architectures only. So how you are having the neural networks, so like that we are having the architecture of the transformers. So even what you are seeing like LLM models, right? You are calling it as LLM models, large language models. Yeah. So large language models. So in that large language models, some models are related to the input side, some models are related to the output side. So that both you can see here. Okay, so the both you can see here in this particular transformers, and even you can check with that particular auto encoders also. So actually where you are having the auto encoders, that auto encoders came from the encoders. So what is the difference between the normal encoding side and decoding side of the normal encoders and like related to the auto encoders means we are having some little bit latent space. Okay, so I will tell you about the auto encoders and all, because in a in depth we are having that only in LLM models everything. That's why I want to ask about the question of auto encoders and as well as related to the transformers. So here why I asked about the auto encoder means, so auto encoder having the two parts. What is the two parts means? Encoder side and decoder side. So these auto encoders only we got extended with the variational auto encoder. And so I am giving here, you can see the next example will be here, variational auto encoder. Don't get confused with auto encoders and variational auto encoders. So the simple thing, so normally auto encoders is looking like a neural network architecture only, so it will work for the same as like training, classification and prediction purpose. But coming to the variational auto encoder, what will be the difference means, so based on the architecture it can say. Okay, so coming to the normal architecture of the auto encoders, it's like a neural network only, but it has only two parts. What is that? Encoder side and decoder side. So that will be, you can call it as a auto encoder. But coming to the variational auto encoder, so this will only possible for the training, classification and prediction, not for the generation content, how you're taking for the large language models and as well as like a generative AI models. If you want to get the output as like a generative AI models, like with the LLM models, then we have to use instead of the auto encoder with a variational auto encoder. Simply how the auto encoder is converting into the variational auto encoder means, in between the encoder and decoder we are giving some latent space. Because of that you are getting the auto encoder to the variational auto encoder. Now I will show you that particular thing. You can see here, this is the architecture of the what is it, exactly variational auto encoder. I said right. So inside, input side you are having the decoder and output side your encoder. Input side you are having the encoder and output side you are having the decoder. That will be as like a normal process of the auto encoders. But what will be the variational auto encoder? I didn't ask about the question yesterday why variational auto encoders I didn't ask means, now you have to understand how autoencoders to variational data autoencoders came. Along with that, how you are using the transformers, you have to understand that purpose. So in autoencoders, two steps only there, encoding and decoding, that's it. But when you are entering into the variational part, then it's ready to generate as like a generative models. Okay, autoencoder is only for training, classification and prediction, but if you want to do the generation is not possible with the autoencoders. That's why we have added after encoder with the latent space distribution, so with the different type of samplings, then it can try to do the generation of the new content from the old information, and then it can return to the decoder. So what will be the difference encoder, autoencoder and variational autoencoder? Simple thing. In autoencoders you are having two requirements. In variational autoencoders we are having three requirements. Here encoder and decoder. Here encoder, next one latent space, later you are having the decoder part. So that is the difference between the autoencoder and variational autoencoder. Now I am just going through with the transformers. If you know about the transformers, the architecture of the LLM model, everything will be the same only. So that is only I will show you. So transformers is nothing but not about the hardware setup. We are discussing about the software setup here. So here you can see about the transformers. Okay, so now you can see how it's going exactly transformers. Okay, so what is the meaning of this particular transformer? Means it will work as like a neural network only, but it has the different type of architecture compared with the normal neural network. What is that particular architecture means? You can see, if you understand the variational autoencoder, then in a same manner you are having the transformer setup. That's why I said like you have to understand the autoencoder. If it is understanding properly, then you can proceed for the variational autoencoder. If you understand the variational autoencoder, then it's easy for you to go through with these particular transformers. So in these particular transformers also you can observe you're having the encoding part and you're having the decoding part. In between you are having some modifications on it. Okay, so it's like it's coming like as like a neural network process only. But here what you're having the some large language models, right, like GPT, BERT model, like T5 model, that are some are related to the input side and some are related to the output side. I will show you that particular parts and all. Yeah, wait a minute, we are having some particular pictures about it. Yeah, this picture you can see. So actually wherever you're seeing some particular models of the large language model, sometimes it will be workable for the encoder side, sometimes it will be workable for the decoder side, means input side part and output side part. So here you can observe this particular transformer structure, how it's going on exactly. So here you can see positional encoding, means here you are giving the input along with the embedding part, then you are going to the layers of the all requirements with the feed forward and normalization and everything, and later you are going to the extra layers, and you can see after combining all those things, then finally you are getting the output layer. So it should be like a neural network, but we can call it as a transformers. Because why we are using the transformers means, you can see, so you are having so many type of large language models, right? GPT model, BERT model, T5 model, and as like Robert, Albert, Distilbert, right? So here whenever you are taking input side, the BERT model will work for the input side, means the BERT model will do training and as well as generation of output, both it can do. That's why you can see for the sentiment analysis, for the text generation purpose, and for chatbot conversation purpose, mostly in a recent days all people are using the BERT. Okay, because it have the it has a option for training process as well as about the generation process. And coming to the decoder side, the generative pre-trained model, the name itself you are seeing, generative pre-trained model, means it just generated the all previous information, means it already pre-trained, no need to take any training something and all. Okay, directly you can take this model, then you can use. Even T5 model also will be in a decoder side only. So that's why you have to understand why the transformer is we should learn. I think hope you understand the autoencoder, variational autoencoder, then later this transformers part. Hope you can understand, right? Having any problem with this particular three things, you can keep the message in chat box. Then we will continue our session for of day 5. So that's why if you want to start any content, okay, so definitely we have to know some basic requirements like this. So then only is possible to understand. That's why I'm saying like try to get the answers with my questions. So that will be useful for the next class to you, okay? So like that, if you understand these three things, autoencoder VAE and as well as variational autoencoder VAE means, then later you are having the transformers. So this much of importance will be there when you are seeing this particular thing, okay? So that purpose, yeah, in between you are having any doubts also, you can keep the message in chat box. Then we'll continue the day 5 session for today. Okay, so let us start with the day 5 session. And today we are discussing about the day 5 session will be continued to the yesterday's class. So what we discussed yesterday, simply what LLM parameters will be there. Why you want to take the LLM parameters yesterday? Because before day 4 we discussed about the anatomy of the prompt, right? So first we have discussed about the prompt engineering, then we have taken the particular softwares. In day 3, day 4 you can see what we discussed. How prompt should be there, what exactly prompt need, or what inside of the prompt will be I mean what prompt exactly need. That purpose we have taken instructions, context and as well as variables we need. Okay, prompt we need, okay, that will be we are calling it as anatomy. And in that particular prompt you have to do means you have to take some LLM parameters. What LLM parameters we have taken? Temperature, topi and token and stop sequences. How these things are we are adjusting to get the better output, you have seen yesterday. So today we are seeing, because of these LLM parameters, because of the anatomy of the prompts, both we are using for today to know the better prompts how to create. Then you can create your own templates and you can go through with some particular better prompts. That will be without API. I am not saying about we should go through with the API keys. Okay, so now and day 6, 7 we are discussing about the type of prompts, because now only we have started to create the small prompt, right? Then later we have to discuss in depth, that will be type of prompts. Today we will go through with some theoretical part about the type of prompts. So now we are starting about we have to create the better prompts, like a small prompts only we have to create. And today our content will be we have to writing a better prompts with the different type of templates, iterations and as well as rewrite options. So that purpose we are taking this particular requirement. Okay, so today our content is about mastering prompt designing. So don't get worried about the name of this mastering prompt design. Simply you can see you are having already the prompt, whether it is working properly or not, whether it is giving properly output or not. How you knows? Because of the answer, right? So if you are asking the question, I am saying the answer properly means it's like a master type. Okay, so it's not like that you're asking the question, I am not saying anything, okay, I am saying means what is the meaning of that? It's like very bad requirement, I mean bad response you are getting. Okay, so that will be the difference, right? So like that, here if you want to create the prompts, then you should be a master on it. That is only we are saying it as a better prompts writing with the renaming of master prompt design. Means wherever you are trying to create your prompts, so we have to create in a better way. That is all I am calling it as a mastering and a prompt designing. So that purpose, what we should know exactly, what is the mastering prompting of the design? The simple thing, when are you taking this particular master prompting of the design, so then we have to know what exactly we are having on it. Okay, so what will be the mastering prompt? I said already, you're asking the question and you're getting the satisfied output, means that is only you can say it as a mastering of the prompt, right? So that purpose I just want to go through with this particular requirement. Okay, so that's why I'm trying to give here these particular definition like this. Okay, so what will be the meaning of that? So if you want to design a better prompt, type of prompts. In a background you are having the LLM models, the parameters, you can adjust, you will get the output response. But the designing prompt should be very nice, then only you will get the better response. So what is the meaning of the best design prompting means? That is only, so that should be a crafting clear, means it should be very clear, and it should be a specific about some particular instructions, and you have to follow the best designing of AI, AI models, that then only possible to give the best designing of prompt. So in this particular area, how the prompts will be there? Okay, so why we have to use the prompts exactly? We know very well. Okay, we are just entering here and you are getting the output, then that you are calling it as a prompt. But what is the use of this particular prompt? Why you want to take the best prompt? Here you can see the definition. So what will be the meaning of that particular prompt? Means if you are creating the effective prompt, then you will get the better accuracy and with the useful information by using of the AI. So that will be the prompt process. So coming to the next step. Okay, so coming to the next step, we can see why we need to select the best prompt design. I said already, so again I just want to show, just you can see why we want to select this particular prompts. You have to select the best design. You can see, so the first one will be, see, garbage in garbage out means what? So if you are having the you can see here, so I'm having the bad prompt. Okay, so you have designed the bad prompt, means you're applying to the LLM, and what you will get exactly? The bad output only you will get, right? So if you don't know anything, you're asking the question, then they are trying to say the answer without knowing anything, means it's like not satisfaction thing, right? So like that, here also the same thing. If you created the normal prompt, it should be as like a bad prompt. You're applying to the LLM model and you're trying to get the answer also, it's not possible that much accurate result you want to give in a background of the LLM also. Even nice model also, without best designing a prompt, is not possible to get the best output. If you want to get the best output, then good prompt you have to design exactly, then later you have to apply that prompt to the LLM model, then you will get a good output, means the satisfactory output you will get. Now you can see what exactly will be there in a prompt. I think anatomy of the prompt you have listened, means you know very well about the what is about the prompt. So anatomy prompt is nothing but we have to know exactly what is there inside of the prompt, or if you want to get the prompt, what exactly you need, right? So that will be the first one will be instruction, and second will be context, and third one will be the input. So these are the main requirements, right? So if you want to start the particular requirement, you have to ask the question properly, then later you should give some particular instructions, and if you want to get the clear cut information, you have to give the context. That is only we have discussed yesterday and before yesterday. What is the meaning of the context? For example, you are having one particular question, you are giving the answer, like question you are asking, what is Python? Tell me the definition. So what is Python means, Python you are giving means it will give the answer, but instruction what you are giving, what is Python you are asking, that will be the instruction. Okay, but I want to explore the content with the valuable information, that's why I want to add the context. That's why I'm asking what is Python. So explain with the definition and applications, everything, means the extra requirements I'm following on it. Okay, so that will be the context, and input will be what are you giving the input details. So that will be the prompt, means if you want to design the prompt, means these requirements you need in a exactly, that is only you can call it as a definition of the prompt. So now you can see type of prompts. first day we have seen only the just name of the type of prompt, right? So we have seen like 8 type of prompts, like what is that, zero shot prompt, one shot prompt, few shot prompt, and as well as like instruction prompt, multi-turn prompt, and some flexible prompt, and thought process prompt. Okay, like that we have seen the prompts, right? So that is only we are seeing today with the in detail definitions. I'm not telling about yours going through with the exactly with the examples of this particular thing, because we have to create the small best design prompts here. But for the selection of the prompts in the next class we have to take. So today we are just creating the best designing prompts. We can take any of alternate thing. But why exactly you want to select the zero shot, why you want to select the one shot, means that we can see very clearly in a day 6 and 7 something. Okay, so now you can see the first one will be zero shot inference mode, I mean zero shot that prompt. So what you're doing this particular zero shot prompt means, we can get like you're giving the question and you are getting the answer. And one shot are having some particular extra requirements. Few shot means extra requirements will be there compared with the one shot. So coming to the next one as multi-turn. We know multi-turning is nothing but multiple options. Instructional prompts means you have to give the instructions, then it will follow. Role based means I need like this, so you have to take this particular content and that should be related to the medical based, like that you are giving some particular roles, means based on that also the prompt should be work, like that you're having many type of prompts. So first we are discussing about the first prompt will be zero shot prompting. Okay, so what is the meaning of the zero shot prompting? By seeing of this particular picture only you can understand what exactly zero shot prompting. So zero shot prompting is nothing but you are giving the question and you are getting the answer. Simply, what is Python, and you are getting the answer. That's it. You can say it as a zero shot prompting. So simple thing, that example only we can follow. Otherwise I will show you the part also, no problem. Okay, so now here I am giving for example, what is prompt. So like that you are asking the question, then you are getting the answer, means that will be as like a zero shot prompt. Okay, so coming to the next one will be one shot prompt. So what will be the meaning of this one shot prompt means, you can see. So you are asking the question and you are getting the answer. Okay, but later you can see again you can ask the question, then you will get the answer. Is nothing but one shot prompting. So coming to the next one is few shot prompting, means like it's not like a single question or two question. So you are just asking the input questions. So first question you are asking and you are getting the answer. Second question you are asking, you are getting the answer. Third question you are asking, you are getting the answer. And finally you will get the entire output should be with the particular answer. For example, what is Python, and explain it, and with the requirements of advantages, and also explain applications, and also explain something about the real-time applications, means what here. So you are asking the multiple requirements, right? That is only you calling it as a few shot prompting. So coming to the next one will be instructional prompting. You can see by seeing of this particular picture also you can understand. So I'm giving the instruction as write the word funny will be to the backward, means what is that, I'm giving some instruction. Okay, so I need like this, you just follow and you can give me the answer. So I'm asking like that, so that will be I'm just giving some instruction to the prompt, then it should be workable, then it should give the output. That is only the instructional prompting process. So coming to the next one, role based prompting. So I'm allocating some particular role, based on that you have to give. So here you can see you are a Shakespeare, means I'm saying, I said right, you are some particular person, something like that. So now I'm saying you are a Shakespeare, an English writer, write me a poem, means what, I'm allocating particular role to you. Okay, means particular role to the prompt. Then what it should do, so it should give answer as like that particular role. I'm allocating some particular dancer, means based on that it should give the answer. Okay, I'm allocating you are like a coder, means it should give the answer. I'm allocating like you are a man, means based on that it should give the answer. Okay, so like that you can give any type of thing here. So here my requirement will be, you are a Shakespeare and an English writer, write me a poem. I'm asking, means what is that? So it should think like, yeah, now I am a Shakespeare, I just want to give some particular poem to that particular girl, then she can satisfy. So that's why here you can see it's giving off flowers, hearts and poisonous fire. So that is the some particular poem. Okay, so like that you are getting the role based prompting. Okay, so now we will check one by one examples. Okay na? So one shot and two what is it, a few shots, and as well as next one will be instructional, and later you can see the role based. The first one we have checked, right? The second one will be what? One shot. So one shot is nothing but I am asking what is Python and explain it. This will be like one shot process. Okay, so now if you are going to the few shots, that may be at a time you can ask the question, otherwise you can ask question by question also. For example, you can see I am asking here what is what is Java language and explain it. Also give examples. Okay, if I am giving this one, then what it can follow to the next one? So this is one question, right? And now it's trying to give the answer, right? After completion of this one, I want to ask the next question. I'm asking for the next question. Even though here also you're having the two questions, but now I want to ask the next question. So I'm trying to ask the next question after completion of this one. Okay, the information will be completed. Now I'm not saying it's Python. Sorry, I'm not saying it's Java, but I'm asking here explain data types. Okay, wait a minute. Explain data types for above question. So simple thing, continuously you are asking the same content means it will try to give the answers. That is only few Java. You can see now it's saying, so Java types in that. Okay, so like that you can see this is about the few shorting. So we have seen the what is that, zero shorting, one, and few shorting. The next one will be what? Instructional thing. So I just want to give some instructions, it should follow. Okay, so I can take one particular sentence. What is a prompt engineering? Like what is business analytics? I'm taking this particular content. Okay, so now this particular content I'm giving here. So I'm giving some instruction. What is that? Take this content and give some examples. Give some examples of analytic tools. What is the meaning of that? I'm just taking some particular sentence, and for that particular sentence I'm giving some instruction. What is that? I need some particular analytic tools. Just please provide based on the particular content. So now it can see, so it's taking the prompt of business analytics, and based on that it's trying to provide some, what is that, tools. Okay, what is the meaning of that? We are giving some instructions, based on that it's trying to follow and it's trying to give the answer for us, right? That will be the instruction based prompting. So if you want to get like this background, you have to add this particular prompts. Without selecting of prompts with the background selection is not possible. And coming to the next one is what? After this particular thing, what we have discussed, role based prompting. So now I am giving particular role to this. Okay, so I am giving think like you're my brother. So whether it will accept or not, we'll see. Think like you're my brother. Give some instructions about life. Okay, see, so what it's saying, of course, brother. Okay, your some startups, and no, I'll give some instructions to you. So what it's giving? Life instructions from your brother means me. So it's saying that is me only. So you are getting instructions from your brother, that's me only, and these are the instructions. Don't fake who you are. So control your emotions, not so suppress them. Keep your circle small and but solid. Health well. So learn to say no, and like there's some giving some instructions. Okay, so now if I want to ask any other question, then I can ask. Think like you are my mother, and what you will say to me. Actually, I asked the question with the role based. Of course, my dear, if your mother here, that you have to follow this from your mother heart. So here also it's trying to give the instructions for us. Okay, so like that, this will be the role based. Okay, hope you can understand how it's working exactly. And coming to the next one is the main important thing, chain of thought prompting. So it's not like a single one, you have to ask more. So you have to ask with the more questions. That is only you can call it as a chain of thought prompting. So here you can see, if you want to go through with the chain of thought, so first you can see you're asking one question, okay, then later you're asking related question, then later you're asking the same related question. So one or two questions you're asking means it's like a few shorting. Okay, but more than questions you're asking continuously, you're asking means that is like a chain of thought. So that is only. So see, till now what is discussing exactly, something about Java, something, right? So now I want to give some particular content here. What is that means? Again, I'm asking about the Python. Okay, what is Python? Okay, so now it's trying to give the answer. So what data types there in Python? So you have to give some particular time to adopt it for the system also, even though we are also the same, right? If you went to some particular location, for example, you came from what is that one state to another state. For example, you came from the Andhra Pradesh to Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or something, so it will take little bit time at least to you. Okay, so even though that is different thing, like I'm saying as like a normal, so means what is that, it will take some particular time to do the chaining option also. So here what I'm doing means, the first question you have asked and the second question also you asked. Okay, it's trying to give the answer. Now I'm asking loop conditions give to me. Okay, so means what? So it should be like chain of process, it should give the answer to you. Okay, so here you can see, did I said I just want to take Python only? No, but how it's giving? So it's like a chain process, so that is only chain of thought process. So automatically based on your question it can answer. So that will be the chain thought of the process. Hope you understand this particular thing. Okay, now coming to the next one, multi-turn prompting. So you are having like many questions, many answers. That will be the multi-turn. That may be first time I asked about the Python, second time I asked about the Java, third time I asked about the what is it, think like a role I have given. So like that, what is the meaning of this means multi-turns. So you're asking one question, you are going to the next one. So like that you can call it as multi-turn. So that you can say it as a multi-turn prompt. Okay, these are the prompts basics, and the final one will be a reflection one. So reflection prompting is nothing but what are you asking, like that you will get the answer. Okay, so that will be as like a reflection part. So that is also available with this particular thing. That's why you can see what you're asking, sometimes exactly it will try to give the answer to you as well, right? So what it's trying to say means, hello, myself Lakshmi, like just try to give the some particular information means it will give. Sometimes it can also do the same thing as per your questions, right? So it will act like sometimes sender side and receiver side, as well as like input side and output side, right? So that will be based on your questions, it will be a reflectable, that you can call it as reflection prompting. So next one, you can see we have to go through with the example of the prompts. Now we can see some examples with the prompting, then you can understand how the prompting is going on. Okay, so now we can see the examples of the prompt, how it's going exactly. Okay, so now we can see how you can create the small templates and how you can see the every requirements. So yesterday I stopped only up to saying of the what is that parameters of the LLM, right? But along with the parameters of the LLM, how we can take this particular different type of prompts, everything you can see today. So I'm just going to here and I'm opening the Google Colab. Okay, so here I want to open the file. So I'm opening the yesterday's file because yesterday I just want to tell the combination, how it's working along with the prompt designing part. Okay, so if you are understanding this particular thing, then it will be easy for you. Okay, so here only I will show you this particular example. Two examples I will show you, then later you will go through with the next one. So this example will be with all requirements. Okay, it's not about for single requirement, this example for all requirements. So now you can see this particular example. So this example will be, here we are giving the temperature, topic, and as well as some particular requirements with the different type of sampling requirements. So along with that we are selecting some particular model. So means what, here we are creating our own prompt. How I am saying we are creating our own prompt means, here you can see. So this will be the part. So to create the own prompt, so the small prompt we are creating, for that purpose what you are doing means, so you are loading the transformers. That's why I said like you have to learn the transformers. So if you understand like how the transformer is working, then it's easy for you. In a transformers you have seen encoder side will be there and that will be generated, then it will come to the decoder as like a variational auto encoder only, it's looking like, right? So from that, because it's a pre-trained information transformers, right? So you are having the BERT model, GP model, GPT model, everything comes under from this particular transformers only, right? So from that I am taking GPT-2. Okay, so if you want to understand this particular example exactly, how you are taking the LLM parameters, how you are taking the prompt requirements, how you are combining all those things to design the little bit designing of the prompt. If you want to understand, then I will go through with the notepad, because without knowing the flow chart is not possible to understand the coding part. So that's why I'm just trying to give some particular note here. So here, create prompt. So this creating of prompt will be possible with two options, right? What is that particular two options? With API and without API, right? So this creation of prompt, the best designing prompt we want to do, the small best designing prompt we are trying to do now. The first one will be what? So with API key we can use, otherwise without API key we can use. So with the API key means we have to use some API key code. Okay, but if you don't want to use the API key directly, we are having some pre-trained models. Okay, pre-trained generative models will be available in Hugging Face website. I have shown you yesterday, so again just I will show you the part of that. Just simply in Hugging Face website you can see so many of already pre-trained models. Okay, so you can take BERT model or something, any type of transformer models you can take here. You can see the BERT model. Okay, so GPT-2 model, even GPT-2 model also, but sometimes you have to pay the amount also. You can see, you can take any type of the models. Okay, so now here without API key I am trying to giving the option. So that purpose what you want to do means the first one, okay, load pre-trained, I mean LLM model. Don't get confused like LLM model and transformer. Okay, so the LLM model we are taking from the transformer architecture. Okay, by using the transformer architecture we are taking. Okay na? So we have to load the LLM model. Then later what you want to do, you have to create a prompt. If you want to create a prompt, what you need, the background structure we need with the, what is that, input you have to give, then later context you have to give, and also you have to give the instructions. Because of these only you are selecting some particular different type of prompt, that is one shot or few shot or what is it, zero shot or something extra prompts you are selecting. Along with that, what you want to take, what extra you have to take, you have to give temperature, next one top P, and next one will be stop sequences. If you have any other requirements also we have to take. Okay, so we have to give all those requirements, then only is possible to create the prompt. Along with this you have to combine these all requirements with this LLM model. So now what I am doing is, now I am just following that one. So you have to create it, then apply, and finally get prompt. Okay, so these are the steps. So that is only we are having in a coding part. Now you can see, so I am taking here from transformer, I am taking GPT-2 head model, because that is pre-trained model of the what is that, LLM model from the transformers. Okay, so I am taking tokenizer also. So here you have to understand one thing, tokenizer, why tokenizer is working in this particular LLM model of the parameters. What is the meaning of the tokenizer? So actually I forgot to keep here the tokenizer also. If you need you can keep it. Okay, if you want to allocate some particular tokens, I want to display only this particular, also you can add it. Even here also you can see, example purpose you can see here, I want content with 100 words, Python definitely, Python content means exactly it will give with the what is that, content of Python, definitely with the 100 words. See what it's showing, sure, here is the 100 word summary about the Python. So exactly whether it will be 100 words or not, we'll check. I am giving here content, how many words there, it's saying exactly 100 words. Okay, I will ask what is Python again. Okay, I am not sure what to give 100 words only. So it's trying to give some particular content. Okay, so I'm just taking only this particular 2 lines and I'm pasting here, how many tokens there. Okay, so 54 tokens will be there and 38 words will be there, and everything is giving the requirement. Okay, so that will be the requirement, the tokenization part also when you are going through with the coding part. So that purpose here you have to load your pre-trained model of the LLM, along with that you have to take the tokenizer part based on the requirements. Now what I am doing, tokenizer is equal to GPT-2 tokenizer from the pre-trained of the GPT-2. So the tokenizer I'm keeping in a tokenizer part, and model I'm taking into the model part. Now what I'm doing, I'm creating a small prompt. What is that? Once upon a time. And if you want to create with any other name also, you can create like that. That's not a problem. So after creating of that one, then your prompt name will be designed. Now what you want to do, to this particular prompt name, you have to allocate this model. So here I am allocating tokenizer dot encoding of prompt return to the PT. Now what you are doing, okay, you have selected your name and you apply your model, but you have to give some particular requirements to generate this particular prompt, right? That purpose model dot generate. So I'm just giving the inputs, because inputs are very important, right? Inputs and max length. What is the meaning of this max length? Tokenization length. Next one, temperature and some particular requirements. And now tokenizer dot decode of outputs. So like that I have given. The simple thing is what? We have allocated the LLM models. We are trying to create the new prompt with the all LLM parameters along with the prompt requirements. Okay, anatomy of prompts. Everything we are taking. Anatomy of prompt and LLM parameters, all we are taking to create the best design prompt process. So like that it's trying to create the prompt. Here it's showing like this green color means the line is executing. Okay, so that will be the process. So this is about how to create the small prompt, and with API keys it will be nice compared with the normal one. There will go through with the much more better user interface also. No problem. Okay. Any questions in between you can ask. Ma'am, in which platform you are writing the code? Actually, this is the Google Colab. Because it has the option with CPU process, GPU process and TPU. That's why I'm using Google Colab. I went to Chrome directly. Here I typed Google Colab. Google Colab. When you are signed with your mail ID in a Chrome or in a Firefox something, then definitely it will give the Google Colab option. So then you can do, and you can do the access, then you can see. Here I said, so you can see the model will be loaded and later it's trying to give some particular information. Okay. So here what you understand here, we have created, so whether the models are, yesterday we have seen in LLM parameters some extra requirement, right? What is that? We have to store some particular files in this particular LLM in background, right? So that will be, the prompt will be store some particular content, right? What are the extensions? See, .json, .txt. So these are the pre-trained models what we have storing in a background. You can see from where it's taking. To authenticate with this particular thing, Hugging Face Hub, create the token you're setting tab, means what is that? So they have taken from the Hugging Face only, because all are available mostly from the Hugging Face website. So like that you will get. So here you can see the attention ask and the part token were not set. So we have to go through some particular requirements. So it's saying about some particular requirements about your designing part, what you are doing. Okay. So this will be the option if you want to create a own prompts with some particular requirements. And apart from that, you are having small requirements if you want to do. So the instructional prompt should be like this. So what we have seen, no, that we have given in a defining functions. That's it. We already seen in a chatbot, right? That's why I didn't. What is it? ChatGPT. That's why I didn't show you. So the instruction prompt means you have to take some paragraph. For that you have to ask some particular instructions. Previously I have taken some particular paragraph and I asked some question, and whether it will be like this content to which analytic tool I can take, like that, right? Here they are asking about the summarization. You can see it can go through with that. Like that you can see. So if you are having the context in rich prompt, means whatever you are asking the question, it should be very clear, means then you will get the better output. Okay. So these are like examples things. Okay. So like we are having the many examples, we can follow with these particular examples. So the best designing prompt, a small designing prompt, this will be enough. Okay. So hope you can understand. Till now having any doubts, you can try to keep the message in chat box. Having any doubts also, you can keep the message in chat box. So any doubts, you can try to give the questions in a chat box. Here I want to show one particular example. So this is about graphs viz. So this is one of the example. Here you can see this particular example, what is going on. So in this particular example, I'm just designing the prompt. In that particular prompt, I have given some particular content. So what I'm doing means here, so I have given this one and I have taken some particular content. So I just want to save this particular into a PDF format. Okay, so by using of this particular content, you can save this content with .png or PDF format. If I'm executing this one, then you will get the saving model file in a left side. You can see. So I'm getting the options. So here you can see what I got. Okay, I got a .png and as well as like what is it? What I have given the details now, I just saved with the PNG and as well as PDF also. Okay, so now just this is like a designing of the prompt to just create the what is it, a PDF format as well as a picture. So just I'm downloading it and you can see how it's look like that. Both we can see. So here I'm clicking on it. This will be the picture. Okay, so this is about like the prompt designing later, how it's look like, and I'll show you the PDF format type also. So this is the PDF, then you can see the PDF format. Okay, so like that you can save the information however you need. So today we have discussed entire information about how to take the good designing of the prompt. If you know LLM parameters, if you know anatomy of the prompts, then it's easy for you to design the prompt. So in that particular thing, we have discussed a small intro about what is that, types of prompts also, because for the designing prompt, any of one prompt we have to select, right? That purpose we have selected like a what is it, we have explained about 1 to 0 and as well as instructional prompt and multi-turn prompt. Okay, role based prompt, we have many prompts. From that we have to select one particular prompt along with the LLM parameters and anatomy of the prompts, then only it is possible to design the best prompt. So tomorrow we can see if you are selecting exactly chain of thought prompt, then how it's look like. Then later you can see if you are selecting few short one prompt, how it's look like. Then if you are taking one shot, how it's look like. Everything you can see one by one, day by day we can see the examples for it with the practical session. Okay, thank you. Having any doubt, you can keep the message here. It have any syntax for writing the code? Yeah, actually the syntax like entire syntax will be in a Python language only. So we have to follow the flowchart type. That is only I shown in a chat box, right? That you have to follow. Is any special model is required for the installation? Yes, very good, nice Sejal something. Actually here we are taking the transformers to designing of this particular thing without any API keys, right? So then we have to go through with that what is it, a transformer model. So transformer library we have to install. So just try to know how to install in Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab. So try to listen this one in Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook. So normally in a prompts, how you are installing an Anaconda prompt or ideally prompt, that will be the different, right? So we have to install like pip install some particular library. If you want to install Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab, like this you have to install pip install, then later you have to give your library. So this for designing purpose of PDF and PNG we have used graphics, and another library we have taken pip install transformers actually. So for offline purpose we have to install definitely, but online purpose sometimes no need. Okay, we have to install the pip install of transformers. Okay, so this will be for transformer part. So these are the libraries what we have to do. Yeah, any other doubts? Is any special model installation? Yeah, I told you, right, Sejal? Yeah. We can create own prompts, how to chart on that, ma'am, and kindly execute that. So actually today just we are creating the normal prompts. If you want to see, like if I'm getting a output after creating of that particular prompt, means we have to understand everything, then only is possible for the front end seeing purpose. Because you can see the ChatGPT, it's not like a normally background process, right? So it will be related to the front end designing part also, right? So whatever we did, that is about just we are taking all those requirements. Based on that requirements, single examples we are seeing with the coding part setups. But exactly like ChatGPT you want to create, means we can create. For that purpose, we have to design the front end and back end every requirements. For that purpose, in a further classes you can see that particular thing, because we are just creating the basic requirements, because directly you are designing the prompt directly with the front end and back end, means you will get the confusion. That's why we have to follow step by step. So that's why for everything I am saying you very in detail. Ma'am, if miss one day attendance, can I get the certificate? So actually minimum 24 days you should be attend for the class. So one day missed means no problem, but if you want to understand the concept, please try to watch the video. Okay, these prompts be used for all LLMs. Actually for this prompt designing we are using with the background of the LLMs. So definitely if you are designing some particular prompt, means definitely in a background we are having the LLMs. Yes, definitely. Tony Cloud. Yeah. Okay, so having any doubts, try to keep the message here. Okay, so what will be the tomorrow class? So that will be about types of problems with in detailed information for tomorrow, right? So that will be chain of thought prompting for logic and reasoning. So we are going through with some particular example application for tomorrow, that is will be logic and reasoning process based. We are going through with chain of thoughting. Okay, so please try to get the answer. What is difference between chain of thought, zero shot, and zero shot, few shot? Please try to make the definition for tomorrow. I told you already today, but please try to go through with the next day question. Again I am repeating. So for the next day question will be, what is COT? Is nothing but chain of thought. Okay, chain of thought. Next one, few shot and one shot prompting. Please try to give the answer for tomorrow. Okay, then we can go through with it. Okay, this all based on the Python programming, ma'am. Yes, ma. Actually, if you are understanding the Python program, actually you can see like what is the meaning of the Python. So Python will work for high level language, right? But if you are installing the Python software, you are not installing all libraries in Python what you are having, exactly, right? The basic purpose you are installing the Python, but in Python so much of libraries will be there. If you want to work for this creating of the prompts with the LLM models, then you have to install some particular libraries, right? So that will be definitely is we are using the Python language for it. Okay, na? So many of libraries there. From that we are taking some particular libraries for the prompt engineering. Vijay Kalyani, hope you understand this one. Can you help me to learn the syntax of the LLM? So large language models yesterday we have told, and in a future classes you are having much more in-depth LLM process also, because without LLM is not possible to complete the prompt engineering. Okay, so definitely it should be there. So how to get the code? Okay, just please try to keep the WhatsApp message. I think hope you are in a WhatsApp group. Please proceed with that. Okay, fine. Okay, Lakshita, please follow that. Okay, having any doubts, try to keep the questions here itself. Okay, so please don't forget share this information with your friends and colleagues, every people who are interested for the new contents. Please share this information to all people who knows you, who are trying to learn the new content. Please try to share this information with all people. Thank you. Till now, having any doubt, you can keep the message. I will be wait for some time. Please try to come up with the questions. Having any doubts, you can please move forward with the questions. Yeah, fine. Thanks for your answers. Thanks for your thanks. So please try to give the much more questions. Okay, please come up with the questions. So you're having any doubts, please. What is difference between the context engineering and prompt engineering? So actually, in a prompt engineering, we are creating the entire prompts. How we are having the online like a design, different type of setups, right? Like you are having the Gemini and you are having the you're having the ChatGPT. Everything without prompt engineering is not possible because the designing part should be there. You are getting the answer means how you are designing the prompt, that will be the prompt engineering. And context engineering is nothing but is in detail information about it. It will be related to the purely mostly about the pre-trained model part. Hope you got the answer for that. Vishwi Cloud could be the fluent. Oh, okay, thank you. Any doubts? You can ask the questions more. Which simulation suitable for this LLM prompt engineering? So actually for the offline, you can take like VS Code process and tools you can take like VS Code and what is it? Anaconda Navigator. And apart from that, you're having in real-time application, so many will be there. Then we can proceed with that. Can you do the Hugging Face website demo? Yeah, the simple thing like if you are going to the Chrome, then directly you can take here Hugging Face website. You have to sign in or sign up. Here if you are clicking, then you will get some particular model. Just copy that particular model. See, if you're taking this GPT-2, it's giving. It will be possible for the text generation. It has the transformers, PyTorch, TensorFlow libraries, what they have used. So everything they are giving the requirements. Okay. So please go and search like this. That's enough. Even though you can download the databases also. I think Kaushal Kumar is clear. Ma'am, get ads in between. Ma'am, we get. That is not possible. If you want to close your ads, then you have to go through with the YouTube Premiere. Suitable LLM models or types for the prompt engineering. Actually, like whatever you're having the all LLM models, it should be connected with the prompt engineering only here. Because the prompt engineering is like a designing part, what exactly you're asking the output, okay? And if you want to be a prompt engineering in a background, definitely LLM should be there. So it's not mandatory you want to take only this particular model. You can take any type of LLM models. That's not a problem. Yeah. Hope you understand all those things. So for tomorrow purpose, please try to go with the question. So I already asked one question. Please go through with that particular question. Hope you got that particular question. I think so. please follow that particular question and please try to give the answer for tomorrow. Okay, thank you.